Hey Hobo. Alright, so I've been studying Western Tropical Astrology since September, well, initiated September 12th, 2018, through studying shadow work and Jung. And without a doubt, there is validity to Western Tropical Astrology, but as we all know, consciousness is powerful. We can make sense out of nonsense, but I don't believe there is nonsense in Western Tropical, though I do believe that if you are focused on established norms, the programming of the 12ing system, and if you don't realize Western Tropical Astrology, geocentric astrology is actually seasonology, then you get hung up. Now, with any system, we know that it's all the data, all the information. It doesn't matter how clean it is if the instrument itself is out of balance, if the instrument itself is not in perfect alignment, then everything else is basically not as it could be. It's not optimized. It's not an optimal expression. So taking your model that you broke down here, which is the alchemical model of existence, essentially the alchemical wedding. You start with the fire, cardinal, fixed, mutable. So Aries, Leo, Sag, as you mentioned. Then we go into the emotions, the water, Cancer, cardinal, fixed, Scorpio, mutable, Pisces. And then we go into the air. The cardinal is Libra, the fixed is Aquarius, and the mutable is Gemini. Then we go into the earth. The cardinal is Capricorn, the fixed, drew a different sigil for Taurus, and then a slightly different sigil for Virgo. So this is the breakdown. As you mentioned, and I feel that's correct. It makes a lot of sense. If you think of spirit to form, form being earth, the final expression. So I just want to talk about my passion. It is about transformation. It is about awareness, wariness. You are aware of your weariness, and then you try and shake it off, and through releasing you actually gain. That's why in Taoism they say ignorance is the virtue, the only virtue, because that's the only way we can learn. So let's just talk real quick about the quincunx aspects. I feel with your system, how you've devised it, I'm going to go to your site, I'm going to buy your charts and study what you got. I think with that knowledge in conjunction with any other system, actually, whether you want to say there's 12 constellations, you want to say there's 13, or you want to break them all down or up into whatever number suits you, you could do that, and you could utilize your system here of alchemical process for a greater understanding, for a more diverse and expansive perspective of the knowledge. So real quick, I just wanted to do a quick little breakdown here. So we're just going to look at your system and imagine there's a zodiacal wheel in the middle here, or you don't have to imagine that. We'll just talk about your system in the transformative aspects. To me, that is the squares, because that's the form of reality. It is the tension to form. Either we put it to form or it puts us to form. And then there's what we do with it, how we work it, and how we transform through the processes. So I just wanted to show you what I wrote down here, what I created this morning. Now here's the squares. The words don't matter. This was so I could understand it myself, so I just put some words to these things. So here's the squares of alchemy here. Now we got first square. We'll focus on the cardinal fixed cross, or the cardinal cross, essentially. Aries squares into Cancer. Cancer squares into Libra. Libra squares into Capricorn. Capricorn squares back into Aries. Then we go to the maturation, the fixed energy. Now we've got Leo squaring into Scorpio. Scorpio squaring into Aquarius. Aquarius squaring into Taurus. I forgot you can't see my hand. Then we've got that mutable cross. So Sagittarius squares into Pisces. Pisces squares into Gemini. Gemini squares into Virgo. Virgo squares back into Sagittarius. So these are the squares of reality here. And they're not perfectly drawn. I mean, I didn't care. I was just doing it for understanding, essentially. Now, I put impulse transformations of alchemy. So this is initially what I put down because it starts with the cardinal expressions. Cardinal works its transformation in Western Tropical, looking at the aspects. Forget like Seasonology or the 12ing or any of that. This is geometry stuff from the circle. So it's Aries works its transformation through Virgo. Service to others, service to self, because Aries is a very self-driven energy. And Virgo works its transformation, or actually transforms itself through Aries. Usually Virgos have a hard time being of service to themselves because they're in service to others, in service to the work, bringing heaven to earth, bringing the service into form. So the paralysis by analysis sets in. So being spontaneous, being authentic, being original it is a transformative process for Virgo. So we work through Virgo with Aries, and Virgo transforms through Aries. All right, now we've got Cancer. The beliefs and the emotions. So Cancer transforms itself through working into its belief system. What's the limitations of why it has felt the way it feels? What holds it in that form? Why is it running? Why does the river flow? So it's got to feel into the beliefs of what has got it to where it is in order to work its transformation. And Sagittarius, same way. Sagittarius, the roaming fire, the emotions which drive it. What is the belief that you hold, and why do you hold it? How do you transform that belief? How do you transform the emotions? How do you get into the feeling of what that is and bring to life new meaning, new understanding? And what do you do with that? And so then we got this cardinal Libra, air. It works its transformation through the void of potential, the ineffable. Pisces here. What is the dream? Libra is the balance. It is the law. It is where Saturn is exalted and compromise is given and taken, received. That's why Venus is the ruler of Libra and Saturn is exalted. So it's the karmic energies which balance society with the home, the tradition, the blood, the reason for the cultivation of human heritage, the spirit of human heritage. And we'll get into what that is in a bit here. But so Libra, it works its transformation through spirit, through the potential of the void in Pisces. And Pisces transforms itself through finding balance within what it is feeling, what it is going through, what it has gone through, what is the reason for the expression. How do we balance that out with the self and with reality? And then we've got this Capricorn into Gemini. Capricorn structures, it's hierarchies. It is established reasons. It protects this home front here in Cancer. It's like you build an empire, you build a fence, you build a house, you build whatever, a community, you build a system, a structure, a pyramid in order to protect initially what it is that is most value to you, which is the family, which is the blood. Here, the Cancer to me, it is the ever-flowing river, but the river is the blood which flows through all life. So Capricorn transforms. It works its transformation through the analysis of what information is on the table. What experiences have defined you? How deep have you gone into them? Gemini usually doesn't go too deep. It assesses large amounts of information and forms its impulses, or puts its impulses into awareness through analysis of what is known and what is unknown, essentially. It can only assess the information as it's known. It doesn't care about digging into anything else. So that's why Gemini can transform through Capricorn, because it is, just look at COVID or look at all the other shit that's happened in this world. The goalpost is moving. It's all arbitrary. It is obfuscation. So Gemini can transform through Capricorn, through society, through realizing that it's been an echo response to a dead echo, to a played out song, to something which does not benefit it or anyone else. At least not in the long run, only for the short run. So here's like the impulse transformations of that cardinal energy through the mutable right now. Here is the maturation as transformation. So the maturation of Aries is found in Scorpio, the emotional depths. The maturation of Cancer is found in Aquarius, breaking free of that emotional flow, of that locked in, static, systemized belief of why you're here, why we're all here, and what we can do with that. Libra is transformed through Taurus. In relation, what is the value of the relation? Did you ever assess what that was? Could you assess what that was through the echo response of the necessity of balancing the heart, the home, with the structure, the society, the what could be for reality? And Capricorn transforms through Leo here. So it's like structures, kingships. It's like what ego, what power over or power under archetype, what possession has brought our society to where it is. The Tower of Babel is about to fall, and the purity of the spirit will be known in this process. So who holds the fire? Those are the torchbearers of tomorrow. That's the polarity of what you break through Capricorn into Aquarius with, and that's Leo. So here is the maturation of these transformations of the cardinal energies through the fixed, at least in my assessment. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm learning, I'm not I think when you think you know, you better find out more. But it doesn't mean you don't honor what you have come to, the conclusions and the information as you've come to it. You just keep it growing, All right, so here's the expressions of the transformation, starting with Leo. So that maturation, it transforms into the void through Pisces, the spirit. So you bring that spirit to form through the polarity of the water bearer here, pouring the starlight into the emotional depths, the feeling which you bring into the mind, which helps to feed the purity of your fire. And so that brings meaning from the void of potential. So that's how Leo transforms through Pisces. Now we've got Scorpio. Scorpio is a very deep sign. The emotions are deep, the experiences are deep. It takes a lifetime to get through them, like with everyone. But these experiences are settled deep in the emotions. So, bringing to awareness the good and the bad, the information as you've assessed it, how do you reconcile that with the mind, getting out of the emotional, instead of digging, well, sometimes you got to dig so deep that you get to the other side, you get out, you go within to get without. So that brings you into this communal response so that you can be Hermes, you can be a messenger of the gods, you can bring the depths of your awareness into the validity of, or the reconciliation of, the angel and the devil. And that's the Lover's card, that's Gemini here. And so then you got Aquarius into Virgo. So it's like you break through the limitations of the past, of what has been known, through finding the reason. Why are you being of service to this world? What are you trying to bring into this world? Is it self-centered myopia? Are you doing it for the self, or are you doing it for others, for a greater good, so to speak, a utopian dream? So there's a lot of danger in this, but that's life, you know. You don't set lowest common denominators to establish value or define limitation, but yet we do as a species. So Aquarius transforms through Virgo and Taurus here, the process. What is the value? What are you cultivating in life? It is the belief. The belief is what dictates your value. It's what limits you. So Taurus transforms through Sagittarius, learning how to break through, understanding what the process has brought to you. And there's a lot more to this. There's other dynamics, but I just wanted to focus on the squares and the quincunxes, because to me that is the alchemy of the alchemical wedding. That is life. That's how we assess. That's how we grow. But this was just a quick breakdown you inspired me to create here today. I did not read your what you created yet. I'm going to go order that from your website. Now, you know, we've been trying to do a follow-up reading for a while, but no worries about that. I've been traveling. I'm in London right now. I'm going back to the U.S. soon. But I'd like to work with you on this. I want to assess your information, digest it, and see, because I feel like this alchemical process, as you've defined it through the tarot, I feel like that in conjunction with other systems can really give greater understanding of how to use the knowledge. Like how to apply it for yourself is key. But a communal logic that's godly if you can bring that to form, and that's basically what you're doing. You're bringing that Aquarius to Virgo energy in, heaven to earth. You're being of service to others through service of the self, and it's a long, hard journey, but you know, it's life. Living is a dream, you know. So, well, thanks for the video, man, and I appreciate you and everything you do. You do awesome, awesome work, man. You bring a lot of knowledge to the masses. So I just wanted to expound upon it. I'm digesting it as I've seen just that one video yesterday. I haven't been watching much YouTube, but I'm going to watch your other ones, and I will be in touch. But I'm going to send you this link. If you find anything in here interesting, if you want to collaborate, let me know. We could set up like a process, a collaboration, a meeting, or a video or something, if you're so inclined. All right, man. Take care, and we'll talk to you.